start to... All right, Miss Sophie, I'm going to check your cut up sentence here. Thank you for being responsible with that. I've got you a Sammy. I'm going to tuck that right in there. And which story would you like to read for me?
This.
Halloween, Danny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to hear about your Halloween. I know you're going to tell me about that later.
Halloween, Danny. It was Halloween night. Danny put on a witch hat. It was too pointy. It was too pointy.
Good job. You went to the end of the word to fix that.
He put on a football uniform. It was too tight. He put rabbit ears on his head. They were too floppy. Danny looked in the mirror. Woof, woof. Barked Danny. He looked. He liked what he liked. What he saw.
Did that look right? Did the words look right to you? Think about if it looked right and it made sense. Read that again.
He looked. He liked what he liked what he was. He liked what he was.
Look at that last word for me. What's the first letter?
S.
Mm-hmm. So start it again. Let's think about what's happening in the picture. What would make sense? He liked what he
was.
He liked what he was. Well, that would sound right. I agree. Danny does like it. But let's look really close at this word. Look at that first letter. He liked what he
saw.
Ah, good job. Now you read it.
He liked what he saw.
Perfect. That looked right and it made sense.
Happy Halloween.
Very good, Sophie. Choose another book for me.
This.
Lost in the Woods. Our Bella and Rosie.
Let's go for a walk, said Bella. Come on, Rosie. Let's walk in the woods. Bella walked into the woods, and Rosie walked too. They walked and walked. Bella, where are we? Bella, here, Bella, here, Bella, Rosie. Whoa. Here. They walked and walked. Bella. We are. No. They walked and walked. Bella. Bella, where?
Where?
Bella, where are we? Said Rosie. Bella. They walked and walked. Bella, where are we? Said Rosie. Are we lost? Oh no, said Bella. We are not lost. We are in the woods. Rosie looked all around. We are lost, she said. We are lost, and I am hungry. Rosie, we are not lost. Come on, said Bella. Oh dear, said Rosie. We are lost. We are lost. Rosie, we can't be lost, said Bella. We are dogs, and dogs can't get lost, said Bella. See, here is the road, said Bella. I am going home and staying home, said Rosie.
Thank you. All right, Sophie, last time we met, we read about Danny and Danny painting a picture. Let me hear you read that. Danny paints a picture.
Dad was painting a picture. Look at Dad's painting picture. Look at Dad's picture. It is a picture of Danny. Danny wants to paint a picture too. He got a paintbrush, water, and paper. He put the paintbrush in his mouth. He put the paintbrush in his mouth. He paint to paint. He began to paint a picture. He put the paintbrush in his mouth. He began to paint a picture. First, he put blue paint on the picture. Next, he put red paint on the paper. First, he put blue paint on the paper. Next, he put red paint on the paper. Then he put brown and green paint on the paper. Danny looked at the picture. He wanted Dad to come and look at his paper. Danny called, Danny, come to Dad came to look at Danny's picture. He turned it this way and that way. Oh my, said Dad. It must be a picture of me.
Sophie, I like whenever you have trouble on a word, you don't stop, you figure that out, and then whenever you get it, you go back to reread. Let me show you something I noticed. On this page, we kind of had trouble with this word. You were doing a really good job, though, to try to think of a word that would look right and would match the picture. This page says, he put the paintbrush in his mouth. He, and I heard you say, paint, put, that's matching the picture. But if we look really close at this word, do you know this part of that word? Do you know that part?
Beg.
Began. That's kind of a tricky one, isn't it? Sometimes if we look at a part that we know, that can help us. Began. He began to paint the picture. And then here, you said, Danny once was, but that wouldn't quite match, would it? If we look all the way through this word to the ending, wanted. That's right. See that ED ending? You try it.
Danny wanted to paint a picture too.
Very good. All right, Sophie, let's come to the board and do a little bit of sorting. Today we're going to sort letters that have a sphere or a cross. Let's see how fast you can do that. Woohoo! Nice. I wonder if you can do that even faster. Let's see. Sphere and cross. Go! Nice, Sophie. Show me a cross. And show me a sphere. Very good. One more sphere. Excellent. You can erase for me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, you're so fast. All right, Sophie, I'm going to put up a word for you.
Look.
Check that for me.
Look.
Now I'm going to break this word into two parts. Watch how I do this. Look. Here's the beginning part. look. Can you break that into two parts?
Look. Look.
Perfect. Let's see if we can come to this book and find look on this page. Very good. Check it.
Look.
Look. Just look at you, she screamed. All right, let's build one more word.
Went.
Perfect. Check it.
Went.
I'm going to break this word into two parts. Int. Went. Now you break it.
Went. Went.
Awesome. Can you find went? Very good. Check it.
Went.
And went the cow. Wishy-washy, wishy-washy. Thank you, Sophie. I have been wondering how your weekend went, how trick-or-treating went. Can you talk to me about that?
Mm-hmm.
How did it go?
It was fun.
It was
fun.
It was fun. Tell me about it. What did you do?
When I went trick-or-treating, at someone's house, I saw one of the lunch ladies there.
You did? That we have in our cafeteria? And
Yeah.
was it her house that you went trick-or-treating to? Well, that's pretty cool. Who all did you go trick-or-treating with?
Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
Katie, Sammy, Christopher. Well, Sammy and Christopher went alone with Ethan and them. I went trick-or-treating with my mom, Jackson, Katie, Elizabeth. Wait, no, not Elizabeth. Jackson's dad, and I went with Mila, except she went home. And then we were, that's it.
And that's it. Sounds like you went trick-or-treating with a lot of people. That's cool, Sophie. How could we say that in our story today?
I went trick-or-treating by one of the lunch ladies' house.
I went trick-or-treating by
One of the lunch ladies' house. It was a big, tall girl.
Oh, wow. I went trick-or-treating by one of the lunch ladies' house?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, while I'm writing that down, let's see. I'm going to have you work on the letter B. Grab a marker for me. Whenever we start B, we're going to start up tall and come down and around. We're going to have that word by. We're going to have that letter B in one of the words by. Practice that.
Am I practicing B or?
B, down and around. There you go.
Done.
All right, so Sophie, I went trick-or-treating by the lunch lady's house. Right? Okay, so let's start our story with I
went
Here, let's bring this up here actually. We're going to tap push four sounds that we hear in went. 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 Can you push that?
went.
All right, Sophie, what sound can you hear?
W.
Okay, where should we put that?
W.
Where should we put that?
Right here.
Mm-hmm.
W. I.
Well, it sounds like it would be an I, but it's going to be this. Okay. What else do we hear? Went.
In.
Where should we put that?
Here. Then T.
Thank you. Nope, sorry. Write that word for me. Write went. You're fast. Went. Sounds like it would have an I, but that's an E. It's just a word we have to remember. Okay, read it to me.
I went.
Trick or treating.
T. I. I. K. C. Trick.
Trick.
R.
Trick.
K.
Very good.
R.
Or.
O.
Or.
Trick or R.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but we might want a space. Now, I've seen you write the word or before, and you just told me O-R. Let's bring it over here. Space that out. Very good. Okay, read it back.
I went tricker.
Trick or.
Or
Yeah, I know we kind of say it fast. Trick or treating. Trick or.
treating.
Now think about.
CH.
Listen to the word trick and listen to the word treat. Trick and treat both start the same way. Treat. Treat. And then we're going to have ing.
ING.
Okay, treating.
I went trick or treating
By.
by
And we're going to start by with the B. That looks like this. Down, up, and around.
I.
That's what it sounds like. But let me show you how it would look in the books. By. Okay, read it to me.
I went trick or treating by
The.
the
Lunch. What do you hear at the beginning of that?
L.
Lunch.
C.
Very good. Lunch. Ladies. What are you hearing at the beginning?
L. A.
Very good. Ladies. Read it to me.
I went trick or treating by the.
I made a mistake. Sorry, Sophie. Read that to me again.
I went trick or treating by the lunch lady's house.
What are you hearing?
A.
Ow.
O.
House.
Period.
Let me put a silent E at the end to make that look right. All right, read that all to me.
I went trick or treating by the lunch lady's house.
All right, thank you. All right, one of the words in that story we might use whenever we write. We might see it a lot whenever we read. And that word is by. That's kind of tricky, okay? Can you practice writing the word by? And I'm going to get our strip ready. Very good, Sophie. What word did you practice?
By.
And can you find that in our story?
By.
Excellent. Okay, as I cut this up, you can tell me the words and then we'll fix it.
I went trick-or-treating by the lunch lady's house.
Okay. Let me get your book. Here we go. Now fix that for me right here on this page.
I went trick or treating by the lunch lady's house.
Perfect. Read that to me.
I went by the.
Try that
I went trick-or-treating by the lunch lady's house.
Perfect. That sounds like fun. When you saw the lunch lady at that house, did she know who you were? Was she like, I know you, you're from school? Cool.
She said, hi, Sophie, and hi, Jackson.
Awesome. All right, Sophie, I'm going to show you our new story today. It's another Danny story, but this time, Danny's trying to find one of his friends. It's called Danny Looks for Abby. Danny wants to play with Abby. He goes to play with Abby, but Danny notices that Abby is not in her yard. Will Danny find Abby?
I don't know.
I don't know. Let's peek at the pictures and see what's going on. Let's see if Danny's ever going to find Abby. What are you noticing here?
He's checking in the yard and seeing if she's there.
Yeah, he went over to where Abby lives. He noticed the gate was open. But you're right. Abby is not in her yard. Let's
I think
see what
she probably
happened.
ran off outside the gate.
Oh, what are you noticing here?
She's checking in the farm or something.
He's looking in the shed. Yeah, Abby's not there.
He's looking behind the shed.
What else?
He checks under the trash can or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then he checks in the bushes.
Still no Abby.
Then he checks on the sidewalk.
Yeah, he barked. And he barked. But still can't find Abby.
I think he's still walking around trying to find her.
Yeah. Oh,
And then he found her.
do you know what? Abby went to Danny's gate. Well, now he's happy that he found his friend. All right, Sophie, let's peek at a couple of tricky words in this book. Sophie, I'd like you to say the word where.
Where?
What letter would we see?
W.
Okay. Can you show me a word that looks like where?
Where?
Was starts with W. But let's find a word that looks like
Where.
where. Very good. Check it with your finger.
Where?
Do the letters match? Does it look like where? Okay. Where was Abby? All right, Sophie, I want you to say the word barked.
Barked.
Barked. What letter would we expect
B.
to see? We would see B at the beginning. Show me a word that looks like barked.
Barked.
Check it with your finger.
Barked.
Do the letters match? Yeah, and this is a word that has that ED ending, barked. Sounds like a T there. We've talked about that. All right, girl, I'm ready to listen to you. Danny looks for Abby.
One day I went to play. One day I went to play with Abby, the gate. The gate was opened. One day I
Went.
went. One day I went to play with Abby. The gate was open. Abby was not in his yard.
Yeah, try that again.
Abby was not in her
That's correct.
Yard.
Because Abby is a girl dog. So that would look right and it would match the story. Abby was not in her yard.
She was gone. I looked in the shed. She was not there. I looked behind
Does that match the picture? It does.
the shed. She was not there. Where is Abby? I looked behind the trash can.
Trash can would make sense for the picture, but if we look at this word, that couldn't be trash.
Garbage.
Ah, does this word look like garbage? It does. Does it make sense for the story?
Garbage.
Excellent. Try that again.
I looked behind the garbage can. She was not there. I looked in the bushes. She was not there. Where is Abby?
Let's see if he can find her.
I barked and barked. She did not come. I called, not friend. I could not find Abby. She was gone.
Very good. That made sense.
I walked home. I was very sad. I could not find Abby. Where was Abby? Abby was gone. Then I saw Abby. She was at my gate. I could not find Abby.
Because
she came to play in my yard.
So Abby came over to play and Danny was trying to find her. Oh my gosh, I'm glad they found each other. You know, when Danny was trying to find Abby, where did he look?
In a yard. He barked.
Barked, yeah.
And he checked in bushes.
Yeah.
He checked behind a trash can.
And what did he see when he went back home?
He saw she wanted to play in
There's
his
little,
yard.
that's right, there's little Abby waiting for Danny. Good job, Sophie. I'm very proud of the hard work that you did today. All right, pick 2 to take home.
Miss Wishy-Washy.
Miss Wishy-Washy, I like that one.
And Jumbo.
And Jumbo the elephant. Good choices. And here's your Sammy for being responsible and doing your cut up sentence.
Can I see the Sammy though?
Sure.
Can I hold it?
Mr. Brecht's going to let you go put that in the office now. Okay. Here's all of your stuff. And I will see you tomorrow. Good job, Sophie.
I will.
Bye.